Good evening, folks. Welcome to another thrilling episode of Political Circus, a never-ending show. Tonight we've got a special guest star, the one and the only Governor Spanberger of Virginia. Yes, you heard that right, the communist, the woman who's been making waves with her communist leanings and penchant for causing a stir. So buckle up as we dive into the world of Governor Spanberger and her unique brand of communist politics. Governor Spanberger, the communist governor. Let's start with the elephant in the room. Hey, elephant. There's one behind me. Governor Spanberger, she's a communist. Now, I know what you're thinking. A communist governor in Virginia? Isn't that like finding a snowman in the Sahara? But here we are. Governor Spanberger has been quite open about her beliefs, and she's not afraid to share them. She's not afraid to share them with the whole entire world. Marxist literature to her dreams of a worker paradise. Spanberger is the real deal. But it's not all roses and sunshine in the world of Governor Spanberger. Her latest gaffe involved a live TV interview where she seemed to be more interested in her lunch than the questions being asked. Now, let's talk about the Red Scare that's been sweeping through Virginia. Governor Spanberger communist leanings have caused quite a stir with some residents calling for her impeachment or resignation. But Spanberger isn't backing down. In fact, she's using her position to spread her message of communism and Marx, equality and workers' rights. Blah, blah, other people's money is what you mean. But Spanberger isn't backing down. In fact, she's using her platform to spread her message of equality and workers' rights. But let's not forget about her love for the color red. Rumors have been circulating that Spanberger has secretly been meeting with Russian officials exchanging state secrets. Spanberger has denied the allegations, of course, claiming that she's big fan of Russia's literature. I mean, communism isn't the only thing that she's doing in Virginia. She's also brought her creative and comprehensive list of tax proposals, legislature documents, news articles, and official state websites. That's where I did my research. So, let's just get to it, shall we? So, Governor Spanberger has been decimating Virginia. Listen to this. Number one, we're going to go through just a few of her tax proposals. There's an increase in state income tax rates. Proposals to increase the state income tax rates for high-income earners, meaning for everybody. Expansion of sales tax base. Proposals to expand the sales tax base to include more goods and services. Increase in sales tax rate. Property tax. Corporate tax increase. Estate tax reinstated. Increase in gasoline tax, cigarette tax increase, alcohol tax increase, sales tax holiday, sales tax on digital goods, property taxes, increase in tobacco tax, sales tax on online purchases, increase in real estate transfer tax, sales tax on lottery items, increase in hotel tax, sales tax on groceries, increase in vehicle registration fees, sales tax on services, increase in business license fees, sales tax on soft drinks, increase in parking tax, sales tax on e-cigarettes, increase in amusement park taxes, sales tax on streaming services, increase in utility tax, sales tax on subscription services, increase in franchise tax. Wow, that's just a few, guys. Holy cow. Virginia's cooked. I hate to say it, but yeah. Virginia's cooked. You guys need to impeach her or you need to recall her. And in my gut, let me tell you what I feel in my gut. In my gut, I honestly believe they cheated. The AG that wants to kill the Republicans, I believe he cheated, and I believe Spanberger cheated. And if somebody would just go check those machines, I would almost guarantee you that you will find some funny business going on. All right, folks, let's get to number 2. So we've got the communist of the week, and now we've got another political circus, the never-ending show. We've got a real treat for you. This one, James Tellerico. Yes, you heard it right. The man who's been making headlines for all the wrong reasons, and now he's running for higher office in Texas. So buckle up, Buttercup, as we dive into the world of James Tellerico and his never-ending parade of controversies. James Tellerico claims to be a devout Christian, but his actions and words often speak louder than his The man has the audacity to support policies that many consider harmful to children, all the while preaching from the pulpit. I mean, who among us hasn't had a moment where our actions doesn't quite match our words? But James Tellerico took it to a whole new level. Now, let's talk about the moral crime of supporting policies that harm and mutilate children. This man has the nerve to claim that it's okay to support policies that many consider detrimental to the well-being of children, especially minors, all while professing to be a man of faith. James Tellerico, the politician who supports harmful policies. And his support for the harmful policies, it seems that the man has a history of questionable behavior towards his constituents. Multiple people have come forward with allegations of moral corruption, painting a picture of a man who's more interested in his own gratification than the well-being of those around him. What else is new? From twisting the Bible to suit his own purposes to making up his own religious beliefs, James Tellerico has published a disturbing picture of a man who is more interested in his own desires than the teachings of his faith. And the worst part, James Tellerico has denied all allegations, of course, claiming that he's the victim of a smear campaign. So folks, what's the moral of the story? Well, it's simple. We need good, honest, ethical people in all offices that serve the American people, not dirtbags with no morals. We need leaders who will put the interest of their constituents above their own desires, meaning we the people. We need leaders who will stand up for what's right, even when it's not popular, just like Trump's doing. And there you have it, folks, another thrilling episode of Political Circuses. The never-ending show. But we have one more to get to tonight, folks. Oh boy. Running for the governor of California. Ding, 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 ding. You guessed it. Eric farting Swalwell. Eric Swalwell. Oh boy, do we have a real doozy. Yes, you heard it right. The man who's been making headlines, of course for all the wrong reasons, is now running for governor of California. So buckle up as we dive into the world of Eric farting Swalwell and his never-ending parade of scandals. Let's start with the elephant in the room, or should I say the fart heard around the world. During a live TV interview, Swalwell let one rip, and the internet had a field day. I mean, who among us hasn't had a little gas slip out during an important moment? But Swalwell took it to a whole new level.
Taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help them cheat an election. And the complaint that I've heard...
But the fart was just the beginning of Swalwell's scandals. It seems that the man has a knack for finding himself in a lot of hot water, from his affair with a Chinese spy named Fang Fang to his multiple sexual harassment allegations from young staffers. Swalwell has had his fair share of controversies. Now let's talk about Fang Fang, the Chinese spy who had Swalwell wrapped around her little finger. The two had an affair that lasted for several years, and Swalwell was none the wiser about her true intentions. I mean, who among us hasn't had a secret affair with a spy from China? Me. And I'm sure most of you. Turns out to be a spy. You need to rethink your dating strategy, you dumbass. But his problems, Eric Swalwell, they don't stop at his affair with Fang Fang. It seems that the man has a history of inappropriate behavior towards his staffers as well. Multiple women have come forward with allegations of sexual harassment, painting a picture of a man who's more interested in his penis than he is in the well-being of his constituents.
The candidate currently leading in the California governor's race has a known history of being predatory towards women. And while it may be seen as politically expedient to sweep this under the rug, it is the wrong thing to do, and we know it. I worked on the Hill. I know many women who still do, and this message that I received yesterday is not unique. I have received others, and there are many women who have reached out to other political commentators and to reporters with their stories. This particular message follows the same pattern as the other allegations currently circulating. You know Eric Swalwell has slept with many of his interns and makes them all sign NDAs so they don't speak up, right? And when I was 19, he tried hitting on me and sliding into my DMs, and I have so many other friends that have similar experiences with him. Like I said, this message that I received is not an anomaly. It's part of a pattern. Other commentators have come forward, like this one, saying that no less than a dozen people have come forward to them alleging that Swalwell has had inappropriate relationships with young staffers for years. Lastly, I would not be surprised if we soon see many other folks come forward. Conversations that I have had suggest that creators who have heard these stories and women who have experienced it are currently sitting on the sidelines because they're afraid of retaliation, of not being able to work in this space anymore if they speak up. But I think as more people come forward, we will hear other voices coming in and echoing these allegations. So we need to deal with this and address this now.
From unwanted advances to inappropriate comments, Swalwell's accusers have painted a disturbing picture of a man who is more interested, as I said, in his penis, his staffers, than the feelings of those around him. And the worst part of all, Swalwell has denied the allegations, of course, claiming that he's the victim of a smear campaign. But let me remind you, folks, he's part of Congress. And didn't we just have a vote most recently to release all of the payouts that Congress has had to pay out for sexual harassment charges, or allegations, I should say? And guess what they've used? Our money. Our tax money. Yeah, the stuff that we get up for at 4:30 in the morning every day and go work 10 to 12 hours a day. You know, that tax money that they take out of our check that we work really, really hard to get just so we could give it away to a scandal, to an immoral, unethical, disgusting scumbag, dirtbag in Congress that needs to be flipped and gotten rid of. People, we have got to vote Republican. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're an independent. The Democrats are fucking crazy. Excuse my language. But they are. Nothing good. Nothing. All they want to do is lawfare towards Republicans. And that's it. They don't have, and tax us. Tax more and more and more and more and more. But where does that money go? It goes into their pockets. They're not giving it to the poor. They're not giving it for fair housing. They're not giving it for jobs. They're not giving it to anybody. They promise everything for free and deliver nothing but poverty and misery for everyone. It's not what you think, the lies. They are lying to anybody but that believes a Democrat. Look at Spanberger. She ran as a moderate, said that she wasn't going to do anything nefarious. She got into office, and I just read you the horrible tax policies that are coming down on the people of Virginia. Come on, guys. It doesn't matter. This isn't a Democrat-Republican thing. This is an American, oh my God, we have to live thing. And you can't live if there's no jobs. You can't live if there's no money. You can't live if everybody is in poverty because these communists have taken everything that we have and put it in their own bank accounts, because that is what is happening. So please just be smart. Let's flip these seats. Let's get a supermajority in the Congress, supermajority in the Senate. We can do it. And when we do, we can pass sensible laws, close a lot of loopholes that these Democrats have been using for years and years. But if Congress will codify these executive orders that Trump, written into, that we need put into law, and we have a supermajority in the House and the Senate, we'll be able to pass all the laws that we need. Oh my gosh, it'll be the best 2 years ever. We'll have everything codified. Our children will finally be safe. People that have been doing these horrible things will finally be held to account. The FBI, which is not the FBI, it is not. The citizens are better investigators than that disgusting cesspool. We have to clean out these three-letter agencies and get new people that have morals and ethics and believe in our Lord Jesus Christ. There's no way other than that path. Anybody that doesn't have the moral clarity from the basic foundations of Christ is not a good person. And I've just come to that conclusion. It doesn't matter. It's just the way it is. Christianity is loving, kind, tough, moral, and ethical, hardworking. That's what we need. And if that's what a Christian is, then I want to be a Christian forever. And I am. And I love my God. And I love Jesus too. And I love my American people. And I wish, I've never seen a country where its own people turn on its own country and go with people that want to kill. I've never seen anything like it except in America. No country in this entire world, the citizens of that country go out against that country. You don't see that in China. You don't see that in Russia. You don't see that in Israel. You don't see that in Australia. You don't see it anywhere. No other country has been completely brainwashed like half of this country has, and actually goes out protesting their own country, protesting people that are keeping them safe. That Spanberger, she let an illegal alien out of prison that raped a 10-year-old little girl. Let him out, and he went and murdered someone else. She needs to be in jail for that, but that's what they are bringing us. And it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican. Death does not choose by political party, and neither do illegal aliens that they decide not to put in jail after they committed a rape on a child. This is insanity, is what it is. And if we don't get a super majority in Congress and in the Senate, we're cooked. What are we going to do? How are we going to go forward? How are the children going to grow up brainwashed, indoctrinated? There's 1.5 million Chinese that have paid from the CCP that have paid surrogates, and pregnant women from China, the CCP's wives. They have come here. Tourism births. They're giving birth. There's almost 1.5 million that'll be 18 by 2030. If 1.5 million Chinese communists that have been raised in China as a communist, they are allowed to come here, we will never have a country again. They will destroy our lives. Every single one of us, and our kids and our parents and our sisters, our brothers, all of us. No more fishing, no more going shopping, no more going to the movies, no more driving a fast car in the quarter mile on the weekends, no more going to the beach, no more having fun, no more going to the dances. It'll all be over. Those people will take away every part of our life that is joyful, no matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I'm talking about humanity and about just living. It won't happen with those people. I'm telling you right now. Please listen to me, Americans. We have got to come together and get these brainwashed people into a mental hospital and show them the light and the reality of what life is. And right now, it's the midterms. We have to get a super majority. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to harp on it some more, and I'm going to give some more details of some disgusting, nefarious Congress people and senators that have no business being in our government. I think on my next video, I'm going to show you my petition that I have as well, and it's to restrict government offices and judgeships to native-born Americans only. No more foreign-born in office in Congress or the Senate. No more foreign-born judges. Do you know how stupid that sounds and looks? That we as American citizens have some foreigner that just became a citizen last year, and they're now appointed as a judge to rule over our life, and they have no clue how we even live. I mean, that's completely absurd. These people, everything good is bad, everything bad is good, everything right is wrong, everything wrong is right. I don't want to live in that world. They live in freaking la la land, and that's not the way real life is. That's what gets you killed. That's what gets you bankrupt. That's what gets you homeless. That's what gets you addicted to drugs and alcohol, is living life like that. Reality is a good thing, and we need to wake these people up. New York has got to be changed. Trump has to round up these people. I don't give a crap how it looks. Denaturalize and deport by the millions, and especially the Scuzzlums. They have got to go. And those dome things where they go worship the pedophile man, Muhammad or whatever his name is, the guy that married a little child and beats women. Ew! Those people are disgusting. They have got to get out of our country. I want my America back, and I want my Americans back. I am so over it. No more foreigners in our country. Sorry for ranting and raving. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, but please remember, we are going through hell. These Democrats, the last 10 years, even a little bit more since Obama they've done everything they can in these awful little ways to destroy our lives. And it's coming to fruition, and we have got to reverse course. And it's for the good of everybody. Even if you let those people take over, those communists, they will kill every single LGBTQ person in this country will be gone. They'll be dead. And whoever doesn't convert to their disgusting barbarian 3rd century ways will be killed. The lefties will be the first ones killed. It always is. The communists always kill their host first, and then they're gonna go after the rest of us. We're gonna fight, but we shouldn't have to. This is our country, and we built it the way we built it and live the way we live because that's the way we want it. Who in the hell do those people think they are? They're gonna come over here and change our lives? No, We're not some weak little puppies that you could kick down the road. We're going to kick their asses out, and we're going to kick their asses to the curb and knock down those disgusting pedophile domes. That's right. All right, you guys. I will see you on the next one. But remember, no matter what life throws at you, you still have potential. God bless you. God bless America.